Nigeria info. It's a very heavy conversation to have, but it must be had. If you just joined us, we're talking about flooding here in River State, and my question this morning is: what does government need to have them clear out the drains? I know the government, they've had PSAs to tell people, please stop throwing your trash in the gutters. Yes, true. Please stop throwing your trash in the gutters. And really, if they catch people doing that, I've heard a lot of you who have come through and say, look, those people should be arrested or punished. They should pay something. However, the big not sewer drains. They are the reasons why we have flash floods very often. The canal blocked at the various parts in Port Harcourt, right? It's the reason why some of these areas would frequently experience flooding. And these things, unfortunately, are not going to be able to be done by the citizens. I'm very sure if citizens could, if they could actually find a place where they can, rent, a bulldozer or a dredger, they probably would. 0817 923 0002 0817 923 0003. As always, please turn down the volume of your radio set. Refrain from making derogatory or defamatory comments. If you didn't see or hear, make no mention of it. And very importantly, keep your conversations civil.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
All right, let's get to the phone lines and say hello right now to Aga, who is speaking to us from Rumik. But Aga, good morning to you, please. Hello, good morning, Aga. Hello, good morning. Aga, can you hear me, please? Good morning. Oh dear, I don't think Aga can hear me. But let's get to WhatsApp and also read your messages that come through to the SMS portal. The number to send those messages is 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. All right, that's where you send us a message, or you send your messages to either WhatsApp or SMSs. Please send them to 0809 030 6416 0809 030 6416. My question this morning is, what exactly is the motivation that the government needs to clear out the drains? Victor is on the line from Rumo Christian. Victor, good morning to you.
Okay, Victor, good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please.
Okay. Now, you remember I report this White House for you along East West Road here about the debt that they removed from the canal and kept by the roadside.
By the roadside, yes.
Those things are still there up now. And the canals are not wide. People have built a lot of things very close by the water. We contribute to these things. These things are not rocket science. I know government are not doing enough, but at least we contribute most. We have a lot of person who doesn't even know what it takes to throw dirt on the gutter, on the street. Okay, go to that place now. That dirt will wash back. But the government was so careless and absent-minded to show that why they removed those, they are supposed to. Okay, look at there was a scheme that Donald Duke did in Calabar. He said, just remove the dirt from the gutter. Just remove it from the gutter. They have agencies from environmental that goes around with tipper to remove those. Immediately you just remove it from the gutter. But we have a culture of removing dirt from the gutter and keep by the side of the gutter, and the water wash it back. Rain will wash it back. Look at this place now. A dustbin on top of the pedestrian walkway.
The
when
median,
it's
yeah.
raining,
Yeah.
you see the whole place is flooding. I don't know.
But
We as a government are just
Victor,
the same thing.
I think you have a great point, and I said this earlier that yes, the people here in River State were very dirty. We throw a lot of our trash directly into the gutter. We're not conscious of the environment. But the big problem is not just the small gutters in people's streets; it's the drainages, the big ones, the ones that you and I, Victor, where you have those manhole covers, those ones. Oh dear. Those ones that we cannot go to, those are the ones that actually need cleaning and clearing out. If those things are cleared, the ease at which water will be channeled to their exit point will be greatly improved. Like Victor said, it's not rocket science. First and foremost, deter people from throwing their trash, particularly the bulk trash I've seen in River State, into the drains. First. But before that can even be done, can we clear it out? I know from just looking at East West Road, right? From looking at Ikwere Road and looking at this Ozoba to Rumbukuta Road, right? I know that it's a task that, the people who have shops around that area might not be able to fulfill. To go into the sewer, to dig it out. They need machineries for that. Aga, once again on the line. Aga, good morning. Can you hear me now? Hello? Aga, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, please make a comment.
But that's only from the radio. I can't hear you from my phone.
Oh dear, that's okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Make
If
your
you
comments.
can hear me, I can make my remarks.
Yes, please. Go on.
So my own is a suggestion. The point is, it's not just cleaning the channels or the canals that is the main issue. The entire Niger Delta has about 22 to 23 estuaries. Estuaries are what loads water into the Atlantic Ocean. So if this Niger Delta states and the federal government, they have Ministry of Water Resources and so on, erosion control and all that, let them do what other nations have done. Convert these estuaries into heavy canals that are deep enough. By the time you do this one we're talking about blocking of channels and all those things. They carry logs of wood and get into the ocean. The ocean can never be filled. That is what they do in developed world. And we vote plenty of money, huge sums of money in all these ministries. Can't the Niger Delta states group together with the federal government and do this thing? It will not cost them anything more than the lives and properties we are losing on daily basis. Bayelsa State government, Bayelsa State schools closed since August. Children have been on holidays. They call it flood holiday. Can you imagine?
Wow.
In a developed world, full of resources, full of money and everything. It's so annoying. These are members of my church. I don't photographs.
Oh dear.
If you have not, I can send them to you. But it's unfortunate and very painful that government is insensitive to the people's problem. I don't know whether you can hear me, but that's my own suggestion. They should go together and get this in solved once and for all by creating deep canals from the estuaries. 22 there are. You can Google it. There are 22 estuaries that lead into the Atlantic Ocean. It will carry all these things. It's not about the canals. It's not about the channels of all the surface water. Let them do deep canals to the Atlantic Ocean. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Aga. That was very informative, I have to admit. Charles is on the line from Boniala. Charles, good morning to you, please.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please.
Yes, Jude, you know how long I've been complaining about canals and Bonnie?
Yes.
And we have creeks and ocean around us. The most funny part now is close to the current local government chairman. The flood is disturbing people there. And the local government chairman is building multi-million naira building. So all the debts that is waste from his compound, he'll come and pour it on the road.
That's not
road
It's not a good sign.
It's not even built a road. These are people that have contributed money, spent money to pour sand to get access to their house. So when it comes to drainages in Bonny, nothing to write home about. Nothing. Up from 1999 to today, no project from the state government in Bonny Island, not even the drainage that we are complaining of. Our children that are being mounted for the seat, also the local government, fail to do that. Fail to do it. Akiama Canal is completely blocked by not even by this David people that put there. This one by grasses. LNG also one of the problems we have. They build a road without drainage. So if rain falls, where we call Webros Road, people are suffering because of lack of drainage. And we'll get millionaires every day going out from the government, House of Assembly, what you call local government chairman, making millions and billions. We are celebrating them. Meanwhile, nothing being developed. This is Bonny Main Town. We are not talking about the communities.
So what do they need to do at least drainage? Don't even build skyscraper. Just what's the motivation that they need?
As it stands now, if they can bring in an excavator,
can you imagine?
Just to open the access for water to flow.
Just an excavator.
The intent of the Webros Road need a proper drainage because the LNG road is higher than the normal ground that people are building house, and there is no drainage. So they need a proper drainage to channel water out.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Charles from Bonny Island. Charles, another Charles was on the line from Mercyland. Charles, if you can, please call back. That's Charles from Mercyland. If you can, please call back. All right, so let me read your messages again from the WhatsApp. Laura is saying, Judo, good morning. How do you love your children but don't like them? That's a conversation for another day. Don't worry, I will explain. Good morning, Jude. Capital punishment for our political office holders is overdue. That's why we have so many broken systems in Nigeria. Christopher Isaiah Omorige with that comment. Jude, I sent you a message concerning the blackouts and PhD recent inefficiencies yesterday, but you never made reference to it. Well, I did. Maybe you weren't listening to it yesterday, and I said whilst I read that message, I actually sent word out. Now, yesterday on my way back, I don't know if the power has been restored. Okay, since 10 p.m. last night, no power supply to this minute. So that's the thing. There was some repairs being done. I got wind of it, and I was told that power will be restored in some areas that were affected in Port Harcourt. Zoba was mentioned, parts of NTA and part of Mercyland too were mentioned around NTA axis. All right, so they did tell me that some repairs because of the rainfall was the reason for the outage. Why it's not on their page, I don't know. I don't work for PhD, but I just kind of like knock doors. So elsewhere, I have asked, and hopefully the power will return since it returned for last night. Final caller, Charles from Mercyland. Charles, good morning to you.
Okay, good morning, Jude.
Good morning, please.
Jude, this morning I saw on Facebook where a video showing the where flood killed somebody, in Libolo or something like that.
Yeah.
I was so sober. I said, why will government always be on a reactionary aspect angle than being proactive? Just imagine Obiakpo, the major capital of one of the biggest local government area in River State. Flood cannot be managed properly. Just imagine people in the urban area, the villages. You said of Bayelsa that school has been shut down. They went on flood break. It is quite unfortunate. The painful one is this manhole of a thing. Considering how risky that manhole can swallow 10 people at a spot. The hole is so deep, and it can. Why not look for another method to do an iron to protect those stuff? Since we have some nonchalant people that goes about stealing it unnecessarily, I don't know. Do something that could make somebody not to fall into there or car not to get into those manholes. And you see it on the major roads. Major roads. It's very bad, my brother.
Well, Charles, this is very bad, but that's where we are. That's where we are. Well, I'm very sad, but I'm sure most of us are saddened by the loss of life needlessly in this issue. Well, tomorrow, Eyewitness Report, we get to hear some more stories. Good morning.